feel like, okay, so like what is the next step here? You know, because we realize now more than ever in today's day that we don't have a democracy in America. You know, the system is truly set up for the people at top to continuously take advantage of others. It's a revolving set of circumstances, you know? Hillary Clinton has been shoved down our throats, and that has been made possible by the corrupt establishment media, the corporate media outlets. We need to cut the cord because there are too many people that rely on them to provide them an outlook of what's going on in America. And when they control that access, when they control the information that you're getting, if the information is absent, like they're not reporting on information you should know, or if it's slanted, or if it's just pieces of it are missing, you're not getting what you need to get. The cord needs to be cut.
Okay. All right. But my question to you is, like, how do you get people to do that? Because I think there's like a slight disagreement between us about, do the majority of people actually want raw and uncut and unfiltered and uncompromised truth coming from the television? Because what do people watch television for? Right. The main reason people watch television for is entertainment.
And that's what corporate media gives them.
And that's what corporate media gives them. So my question is, how do you get people who don't want the truth like that, right, to cut that cord? Because, we could differ on the number of people who want that, right, in their life, but I contend that I would say most don't. Yeah, I think the ones that do are in the minority. So how do you get people to cut the cord if they don't want to? You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I think, like I said, the media gives people what they want. Yeah, and
I think it's going to be an exhausting process, because the corporate media they've had this hold on the American public for so long. So releasing that or kind of extinguishing that hold is gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be very difficult.
See, we had this issue before the media even existed. You see what I'm saying? People were believing in bullshit before the media even existed. Or this type of media we have. Before, when it was print newspaper, it was just as bad.
I don't know.
When I say just as bad.
Like, there were actually trusted news sources years ago. Like, it wasn't this bad. Yeah. Like, people, they actually did some actual journalism. Like, now we see that they're in bed with politicians, especially. Like, we see the connection. I will agree with you that when you're talking about potentially cutting that cord, that's kind of dicey, or it's kind of it's difficult because you talked about, okay, so it's entertainment based. They want something that, I guess, gives them pleasure, or the truth is very oftentimes ugly, unfiltered. It's very ugly. And confronting that truth is not, it's not easy to do.
Yeah, because essentially it appears as if you're confronting the truth outwardly, but in actuality is self-reflection. So that's probably the hard part.
If it goes against their own prejudice,
exactly,
then they might not want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that, I guess what you gravitate to get your information, that determines that defines whether you want to change or not. Yeah. So you think people should start to gravitate away from mainstream news sources and go to more alternative ones, but even some of the alternative ones aren't good. Right. So how much time someone puts into researching something or understanding something or looking into something,
actually getting the truth.
I think how much effort someone puts into that determines whether they want to break free of that umbilical cord. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think if they're constantly gravitating towards your more mainstream news sources, and not just for basic information, they're good for basic information. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, like breaking news and stuff like that. Yeah.
But as far as getting to the meat and getting into the details,
no, they don't do a good job on that.
They don't do a good job of that. But guess what? Honestly, I think personally. I see this in my personal life, you know, whether it be individuals you run into every day, whether it be at work, customers, acquaintances, whatever else. People tend to not want to put effort into thinking. People want to have something, some source explain things for them. They want to have some person or some group to think for them.
You're explaining sheep.
I know that it sounds bad, but honestly, I think a lot of people want to be. Because it takes work not to be.
Yeah, it's the truth. What I'm banking on is that there are significantly more people that are actually going to be interested in arriving at the truth than not.
See, I think that's where we disagree.
Yeah, no, hold on. No. You're not going to deter me, man. No. Because we're on a mission. That's what LTMB is about, right? So, look, we're trying to get in front of as many eyes and as many ears as we possibly can. Because, like I said, man, this cannot continue. A system this corrupt cannot continue. It's going to be long. It's going to be exhausting. But we need more people involved in this fight if we actually want to transform this country into something that we can all feel proud of.